Hello everyone and welcome to New Mode English. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to use different conditional conjunctions in English grammar, conjunctions that we can use in conditional sentences. We use conjunctions to link other words, phrases, and clauses together. When it comes to conditional conjunctions, we use them as an alternative to the word if. It means that instead of if, in different types of conditional sentences, including type 1, type 2, type 3, we can use other conjunctions, such as provided that, as long as, unless, supposing, on condition that, in case, and so on. So we use them as an alternative to the word if in any type of conditional sentence, without changing the meaning of the sentence. Some of the most common conditional conjunctions in English include provided that, providing that, as long as, and so on. The list is long. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to use different types of conditional conjunctions in English language. The first conjunction that I want to talk about is if. If is the standard connector for general conditions. For example, if it rains, we'll stay inside. If it rains, we'll stay inside. We can use if in different types of conditional sentences, conditional type 1, type 0, type 2, type 3. In every type we can use if, and it is the standard connector for general condition. The second connector is unless. Unless means if not or except if. As you can see, unless has a negative meaning in it. Innately, naturally, it has a negative meaning in it. For example, unless you study, you won't pass. It means if you do not study, you won't pass. Meaning, if you don't study, you won't pass. So as you can see, unless means if not, if you don't study, or except if you study. Point number 1, no double negative. Avoid using unless with not, because unless already means if not, creating a double negative if used with a negative verb. So remember, do not use unless in negative sentences. Do not use unless in negative clauses. Don't use unless with negative verbs. You should always use unless with a positive verb. For example, unless you don't stop is wrong. Why? Because we have unless, and then you have don't stop, which is a negative verb, and we do not use unless with a negative verb in English language. Point number 2, positive verbs. The verb after unless should be positive. So you have to always use a positive verb after unless, which means that we use unless in positive clauses. For example, unless you have experience. As you can see here, we have word unless with the verb positive verb experience. More examples with unless. They won't come unless you invite them. This means that they won't come if you don't invite them. Another connector is provided that or providing that. Okay, provided that, providing that, that is optional in provided, providing, and you can remove that if you like. You can use them like provided or just providing, or you can use them with that. The choice is yours. Provided that or providing that means on the condition that, or only if. So provided that or providing means on the condition that, or only if. For example, you can go provided that you finish your homework. It means you can go on the condition that you finish your homework. Point number one, formality. Provided that and providing that is more formal than as long as, and it is preferred in writing. So its level of formality is high. You had better use them in writing. But if you want to make them less formal, remove that. Point number two, omission of that. The word that can be dropped without changing the meaning. So that can be dropped. It makes the phrase less formal and it doesn't change the meaning. For example, you can go out provided you're home by 12. So here, as you can see, I have used provided without that, and it gives the sentence a less formal meaning or a more informal meaning. Without that, it becomes less formal and can be used in speaking. More examples. You can have dessert provided that you finish your vegetables. That is optional. Provided he gets enough practice, the horse could be a great contender. We'll buy everything you produce, provided, of course, the price is right. We'll buy everything you produce, provided, of course, the price is right. So, the next conjunction or connector is as long as or so long as. So, as long as or so long as. As long as and so long as expresses a necessary condition or duration. As long as or so long as expresses a necessary condition or duration. So it can refers to a condition or duration. For example, you can borrow the car as long as you fill the tank. Means it is a necessary condition for you to fill the tank if you want to use the car. So as long as shows the necessity of the condition. The condition must happen. You can borrow the car as long as you fill the tank. Point number one, duration for the time that. As long as refers to the length of time something continues. So as long as refers to the length of time something continues. For example, I'll remember that film as long as I live. Huh? It is about the duration or the length of time that I will live and I will remember that film. I remember that film as long as I live. We're happy for you to stay as long as you like. Means for the length of time that you like it, as much as you like it. Okay? So, point number two, tense. Use present simple after as long as for future meaning. So, by using simple present after as long as, it can refer to the future. Okay, so simple present doesn't refer to the present if used after as long as. It refers to the future. For example, as long as you come, not as long as you will come. Do not use will after as long as for future. Just use simple present. Naturally, simple present moves into the future. It refers to the future. Point number three, so long as. So what is the difference between as long as and so long as? Because you can use both of them. So long as is a little more informal. So if you want to use as long as more informally, or for speaking for everyday conversation, you can use so long as instead. You can borrow the car so long as you don't drive too fast. You can borrow the car so long as you don't drive too fast. The next conjunction or connector is in case. In case is used for precautions or possibility. So if you want to give someone precaution or if you want to show the possibility of something, you can use in case. For example, take an umbrella in case it rains. Take an umbrella in case it rains. It means that I am giving you a precaution. Maybe it rains. Take your umbrella so you won't get wet. Okay? So, point number 1, with simple present or past. Use simple tenses with in case, not will, for future possibilities. So if you want to talk about future possibilities, again, after in case, you should use simple present or simple past. Okay, you have to use simple tenses. Do not use will or would after in case. For example, write it down in case you forget. Write it down in case you forget, not you will forget. As you can see, I have used simple present here. Okay, so in case you forget, simple present. It refers to the future, but we use simple present. I brought extra cash in case we needed it. So as you can see here, we have in case we needed it. Past action for past possibility, of course, but we use simple past. Don't use would after in case. It is wrong. So do not use will or would after in case. You have to use simple tenses, simple present for the future, or simple past for past actions or past possibility. Let me just read the sentence again and explain this to you. I brought extra cash in case we needed it. It means that it was possible that we needed more cash, and that's why I took that precaution and I brought extra cash with me. So let's continue. Point number 2. Don't confuse in case with if, because in case and if are completely different. If suggests waiting for the condition, in case means preparing for it now. If suggests waiting for the condition, in case means preparing for it now. Let me give you 2 examples. I'll call you if I need help means maybe I won't call. It is like waiting for the condition to happen. You should wait for it. If the condition happens, I will call you, but it is not 100% maybe I won't call you. I'll call you in case I need help. It means that I'm calling to prevent a problem. If the problem arises or if the problem starts to happen, so I will call you. So another condition is even if. Even if emphasizes a surprising or extreme situation, meaning whether or not. Even if emphasizes a surprising or extreme situation, meaning whether or not. For example, I won't go even if you pay me. So it is a surprising condition. It is an extreme situation. It means I won't go whether you pay me or not. Means regardless of the situation, I won't go. No matter what happens, I won't go. So I won't go even if you pay me. It is a stronger version of if, emphasized version of if. Point number 1. Hypothetical situations. Even if. Even if introduces a condition that is not a fact, but it is a possibility. Even if introduces a condition that is not a fact, but it is a possibility, because it is a hypothetical situation. It is an unreal situation. Point number 2, whether or not. Even if means the outcome is the same regardless of the condition. I told you it means whether or not. Like I won't go even if you pay me means I won't go whether you pay me or not. Regardless of the condition, I won't go. More examples with even if. Even if it rains, I'm going to the beach. Even if it rains, I'm going to the beach. The rain is a possibility. The speaker is going regardless. Means no matter whether it rains or not, I won't go to the beach regardless of the condition. Regardless of the condition. I'm going to the beach. I mean, me going to the beach is 100%. Okay? So I won't wear the dress even if got it for nothing. Sorry, I wouldn't wear the dress even if I got it for nothing. Conditional type 2, unreal situation. I wouldn't wear the dress even if I got it for nothing. It means that the hypothetical offer doesn't change the decision. Okay? My decision is already made, has already been made. Okay? So I wouldn't wear the dress even if I got it for nothing. So let's continue. The next connector is in the event that. In the event that is more formal than in case, meaning if it happens that. So, in the event that is more formal than in case, and it means if it happens that. For example, in the event that the power fails, use the emergency light. In the event that the power fails, use the emergency light. It means that if it happens that the power fails, if this situation arises, this problem arises, use the emergency light. So in the event that means if something happens, in the event that means if something happens, if the power fails, use the emergency light. Okay. More examples with in the event that. In the event that any part of the deal is blocked, the rest would go ahead. In the event that any part of the deal is blocked, the rest would go ahead. You should call 911 in the event that you see something suspicious. You should call 911 in the event that you see something suspicious. Point. In the event of is followed by a noun or gerund. So do not confuse in the event of and in the event that because they already have this or almost have the same meaning, but the grammar is different. Because after in the event that, okay, you have to use a clause with a subject you and the verb see, but after in the event of, which already has the same meaning to in the event that, we should use a noun or a gerund. Gerund means verb plus ing. For example, in the event of fire, use the stairs. As you can see here, after in the event of, uh, I haven't used a sentence or a clause. I have used a noun. Okay, so do not use a clause. Okay, with subject and verb after in the event of. While it has the same meaning as in the event that means if something happens, but do not use a sentence after in the event of. For example, if you want to rewrite this sentence with in the event that, you can say in the event that a fire breaks out. Okay, in this case, you can use in the event that because after in the event that we need subject, fire, and the verb breaks out. Okay, so another conjunction or connector is supposing or suppose. Supposing or suppose used to suggest an idea or ask someone to imagine a scenario. So if you want to ask your friends or the person who you are talking to imagine a scenario in his or her mind, you can use suppose or supposing. For example, suppose you won the lottery. What would you do? It means that imagine this scenario, imagine this story, imagine the situation that you won the lottery. What would you do with that money? Okay? So suppose means imagine the scenario that. Another example, point number one. Expressing fear or worry can be made by using can be done, by using supposing or suppose. It is similar to what if. So if you want to express your fear, express your worry, you can use what if or you can use supposing. You can use them to introduce potential concern or potential worry about something. It is another use of suppose or supposing. For example, but supposing he sees us. Supposing he sees us means what if he sees us? It means that I am already concerned. I'm already worried about being seen, huh? But supposing he sees us means what? But what if he sees us? Okay, means I'm worried about it. So by using supposing or alternatively by using what if, we can express our fear or worry. It is one of the very important uses of supposing. Again, it means imagine the scenario that he sees us. Okay, so it is the case. So supposing work in different conditional types. Okay, suppose or supposing work in different conditional types. Let me give you some extra examples in different conditional sentences. For example, in first conditional, it means something is likely. Supposing they get here tomorrow, what will we do? Present tense is used after supposing because it is the first conditional sentence. And here we have supposing with simple present. Okay, second conditional. It means unlikely. Supposing I forgot the number, I would ask my mother. Supposing I forget the number, I would ask my mother. In all these cases, supposing means imagine the scenario. Supposing they get here tomorrow means imagine the scenario that they get here tomorrow. What will we do? Supposing I forgot the number, I would ask my mother means imagine the scenario that I forgot the number. Well, very simply, I would ask my mother. Third conditional sentence, past unreal situations. Supposing he hadn't recognized us, he might never have spoken to us. Supposing he had recognized us means imagine the scenario that he hadn't recognized us. He might never have spoken to us. Anyway, everybody, I will make a new video about different types of conditional sentences. You can check that video later in my YouTube channel, and you can learn more about different types of conditional sentences. So if this part has been a little bit confusing for you, it's because you also need to watch that video about different types of conditional sentences, and that can help you learn this part of the grammar better by using supposing in different types of conditional sentences. First conditional means something is likely. Second conditional, something is unlikely. And third conditional means past unreal situation. So another connector is otherwise. Otherwise connects a condition with a negative consequence. So I read it again. Otherwise connects a condition with a negative consequence. Otherwise always refers to a negative consequence. A negative consequence. For example, study hard, otherwise you will fail. So here, as you can see, otherwise introduces a negative consequence. It means that if you don't study hard, you will fail. So study hard, otherwise you will fail. Point number one. Otherwise means if not or else structure. It connects two independent clauses. A semicolon should precede it. and it is often followed by a comma. So be careful with the use of otherwise in writing specifically. These, I mean, comma, semicolon stuff are important in writing. Okay, in speaking, they just show, I mean, a short pause in speaking and nothing else. But in writing, they matter. You have to use them carefully. And if you want to know how to use these punctuations with otherwise, you have to know that we use a semicolon in writing before otherwise and a comma after it. Why? Because it is an adverb. You need to finish your homework, otherwise, you will not make a passing grade. You need to finish your homework, otherwise, you will not make a passing grade. As you can see here, again, otherwise introduces a consequence, a negative consequence. You will not make a passing grade. Otherwise have different meanings. We can use otherwise to show a consequence or result, as I told you, usually negative. Put on your coat, otherwise you'll get cold. Again, a negative consequence. These are more examples with otherwise. Take the chocolate, take the chocolate away, otherwise I'll eat it all. Okay, again, a negative consequence, which means that I'm so greedy, probably I will eat all your chocolate if you don't take that chocolate away. We can use otherwise to mean apart from that, another meaning of otherwise, or in all other respects. Okay, so this is another meaning of otherwise, very important meaning of otherwise, means apart from that, or except for that, or in all other aspects. Sorry, in all other respects. Example: the room is slightly small, but otherwise it is perfect. Means apart from that it is perfect. Except for that it is perfect. Means in all other respects it is perfect. The only problem is that the room is slightly small. Another example: he was slightly bruised but otherwise unhurt. Means apart from that he is unhurt. Okay. So thank you very much, everyone. Thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe into my channel, and you can also turn on the notification bell so that you will get notified whenever I upload a new video. Don't forget to subscribe my channel, like the video if you liked it, and if you learned something from it. New Mode English is my channel. Don't forget. I also suggest that you watch more videos in my channel, videos related to different types of conjunctive adverbs, purpose for expressing purpose, contrast, reason and result. Very beautiful video. You can watch it. Very useful. You can also check my video related to mixed conditional sentences, because mixed conditional sentence types is a very advanced grammar, which is crucially important in speaking or even in writing. By the way, thank you very much, everyone. Thanks for tuning in into my channel. See you soon. Goodbye and good luck.